First Things First is sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to First Things First on this Christmas Eve. I'm Jenna Wolf alongside Nick Wright, Brandon Marshall, Kevin Wilds, and we have a wonderful show for you today. We have, let's see, apologies in the NFL. We have non-apologies in the NBA, and we have our Christmas wish list. Yes, go ahead.
Jenna, may I ask a question? Kevin Wilds said about a month ago on this show he has a velvet or satin jacket that only works on Christmas Eve. Today's Christmas Eve and you're not busting it out? What are you doing? Like, come on. During the commercial break, do a wardrobe change.
Good memory.
Like, I was waiting for it, Wilds. The elves are waiting for it. Everyone's waiting for it.
It's not,
and you're not
too
wearing
late.
it. Yeah.
I'm going to get it.
I'm just saying, Jenna. That's all. No
he
problem,
said Christmas Eve. When we all end up at Wild's house tonight, I'm sure we'll end up seeing it. All right, let's get to the NBA. We got a great one to start off the show. Giannis and the Bucks taking on Jason Tatum and the Celtics. Here we go. Boston down 1 in the final seconds. Tatum from deep over who? Over Giannis. For Tatum, his 30th point of the night. It puts Boston up 2 with 0.4 seconds to go. Bucks with a chance for overtime. Watch it. A perfect play drawn up only for Giannis. Fouled on the inbound pass. So Giannis will go to the line he needs to. First one, boom, makes it. Second one, should be a lock. Not a lock. Misses the second. Giannis, you can't miss it. Good observation, Jenna. Celtics take an exciting season opener. Nick, my Celtics are undefeated. How about that for Boston? But we got to start by talking about this ending. What do you think, and we will get to Danny Ainge. Nick, bigger deal, Tatum's game winner over Giannis or Giannis coming up short at the line at the end there?
All right, I'm going to start with the free throw, and then I have a question to ask Kevin Wilds. Listen, announcers don't like to hear this. Media members don't like to hear this, but here's a dirty truth about the NBA. Missed free throws don't actually really matter. Find me the last championship swung by a missed free throw. There's one in the last decade. Kawhi Leonard missed one before the Ray Allen 3. People love banging on, oh my God, how do you not make your free throws? Because it's the one thing commentators can say, well, I could do it. Well, no, actually, in the moment you couldn't. You'd miss the basket entirely. So Shaquille O'Neal, historically bad free throw shooter. You know how many playoff games he lost because of free throw shooting? None that mattered ever, really.
Oh my God.
I'm not worried about that.
What about Karl Malone's? What about Karl Malone's free throws?
Now we're going 25 years ago. Karl Malone had other issues. So if we want to go back a quarter century, that's fine. But Kevin Wilds, on the Tatum thing, I have a question for you. Do you want the real take, or do you want the fake take that everyone is going to give today? Which one do you want? You tell me.
Well, I like the realness. I like the realness. The great album title, and it's what I'm looking for you. It's what all of America is looking for you. I would like the real take, please. Okay.
Because the fake take would have been, this is the arrival of a superstar. These are the moments.
Oh, yeah.
This is how Jason Tatum takes the next leap, and you're going to hear that all throughout the day. Here's the real take. That was an egregious miss. That was missed so badly it went in. That's the answer. So, like, what's the bigger deal? Well, Giannis missed a free throw barely. Tatum missed his shot by 4 feet so badly that it banked in.
I totally agree.
Because here's what I know. He was not trying to bank this in. He missed it not by this much, but by this much. I
know.
And so, listen, the win counts and the Celtics feel good, but that's not a good shot. And it's not that it's a bad shot because it was contested or anything. It's a bad shot, Wilds, because he missed it by 3.5 feet. So that's the. So I say neither's a big deal. Giannis's miss or Tatum's even worse miss that was missed so bad it went in. That's the honest take.
I totally agree. I think the basketball gods are very upset this morning. Basketball has a way of balancing itself out. You want to bank in a 3? There's an alert. God gets an alert. The basketball gods, there's several. Oh, banked in 3, game winner. Oh, no. Accept, bingo, phantom call, lob. There we go. The basketball world is righted. But Giannis can't miss that. And then the basketball gods are like, dude, We gave you a shot here.
Of course he can.
And Brandon, here's the other weird thing about Giannis that I agree with Nick. It is the rare clutch, not clutch fourth quarter. He had 18 points. He went 7 for 10. He went 1 for 2 for the line. Problem is, the one that you missed cost you the game. So I thought the basketball gods were very upset with Giannis. And I'll give you this question, Brandon. Little anecdote. And Nick, you mentioned this the other day because some announcer, they pumped in air ball. The Celtics played in stadium noise while Giannis is on the line. And I was like,
yeah,
that's right.
I'm like, I guess that's allowed, but it opens up a big Pandora's box of what you can play unnaturally in the sound to you know, you can start putting on Nick Wright's takes about Tatum over the. I don't know why the Celtics would necessarily do that. Maybe that would be a Bucks thing. But overall, I thought that was weird too. And Nick, I agree with your earlier take where it's like, I bet that the NBA is like, you know what, just cheering or maybe a little bit of booing, but you can't play with the audio that much in an empty arena.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I was torn on this one. And the reason why is because what I saw last night was two players trying to ascend to the next tier on your Nick Wright tiers. And that's what I saw. On one side, you saw Tatum, who has this big question mark around him. What's the question mark? Can he become a superstar? Can he do what he actually did last night? And there's no evidence that he didn't call glass. So do we or do we not know if he called glass? Because if he called glass, then look, great shot. Well, until we get proof, I'm going with that he called it. But sometimes those moments are the thing that you need to actually take you to the next level. Sometimes you close your eyes and you make that one-hand catch and it's like, oh man, I didn't mean to do that, but it gave me the confidence to go make that play again. So I think on one hand, you have Tatum trying to show us to go to superstar status. And then on the other hand, you know, I want to say that, you know, Giannis, it was more important. The more important thing here was Giannis, because Giannis is a two-time MVP. Giannis is supposed to be the face of the NBA, potentially the best player in the NBA. And we're looking for him to ascend. And where are those areas that he needs improvement? Well, free throws. Like if this was just a single game, an isolated issue, then it wouldn't be an issue. But he shoots 63% from the line. That is a problem. We also see him like, will he shoot threes? Well, he shot 8 threes last night, so he showed that he's trying to at least attempt to get better there, and then also put his back against the basket and try to create offense differently than just putting down his shoulder and bulldozing his way to the rim. So look, I think it's a bigger deal that Giannis missed this because he's a 63% shooter from the line, Nick, and it does matter. Like you keep talking about free throws don't matter, but sometimes these little moments are the difference between winning and losing.
Okay, so I agree with nearly everything Brandon said except for the free throw thing. So on Giannis, I also I thought you saw him trying to score in different ways than he scored throughout last year's season. With a more post-up game, more back-to-the-basket stuff, and as Wilds pointed out, Giannis's fourth quarter was brilliant. They were down 17 points going into the fourth quarter, and then it's a game that comes down to the final shots because of how brilliantly he played. I also think Brandon's point that even though it was a wildly lucky shot that he missed by 3 feet, that can actually be something Tatum builds upon because he hit a game winner on national television in Giannis's face to start the season. So I think that's a really smart point. The free throw thing, I'm going to be a man alone on this hill, but it's fine. All I have is just years and years of evidence. I'm old enough to remember in the bubble, Damian Lillard missing a free throw, and it cost him so much he was the player of the bubble, and his team made the postseason, and they took the first game off the Lakers. Shaquille O'Neal's free throws were talked about for 20 years. Never hurt him. It never hurt him. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, it does, Nick. Listen, if he makes the shot, they go into overtime, right? And then what happens? They could potentially win the game. Let's say they win the game. So it did cost their team, potentially.
Absolutely.
It cost them.
Free throws can cost you an individual game, of course. I just don't think it's indicative of anything. I don't think it's indicative, Jenna, of like the moment was too big or it's going to be a big problem. He's missed a free throw.
Yeah, that's
Guys miss them. Even the best free throw shooters miss them. Like, they miss them.
Can Can I bottom line it for America? The Celtics have yet to lose a basketball game. That is all you need to know when you walk away from last night's game against the Bucks. All right, we got to take a turn, talk some NFL now. My Christmas advice to you, download the Fox Super 6 app. Get your picks in for free before kickoff on Sunday for your chance to win $100,000 of Terry Bradshaw's well-earned money. Last Sunday, they were